Have you ever spent hours on making a YouTube video only for nobody to click on it? And you start wondering whether the video was bad or nobody gave it a chance. The real truth is most videos don't fail because of their content quality. They fail because of thumbnail. Just imagine if people won't click on your thumbnail, how can they realize your content is good or bad? So they'll never know how good your content is. And that's why I got curious and covered first tool which solves the exact problem. Since this tool claims to generate a high quality thumbnail design to get more clicks on your video, not just the prettier or good looking thumbnail, but the actual performing one. So I decided to check it out. After testing this tool, I'll show you 4 more other tools which you can just have a look. If it's useful, you can use it by your chance. So let's get started. Tool number 1 called Thumbmagic, and yes, this is the tool which solves your thumbnail problem. And I'll be honest, as someone who uploads a video every week, and the thumbnail usually takes more time than editing the whole video. Not because making one is difficult, because one small change can completely change the whole video CTR, which is click through rate. I mean to say different text, different colors, have different emotions, and suddenly the same video outperforms in different platforms. And that's why Thumbmagic stood out to me. Instead of opening Photoshop or a Canva to design thumbnail from scratch, you give it your idea and this tool generates thumbnail concepts that are actually designed around getting more clicks. And what I like the most about this tool is that it isn't trying to replace your creativity. It's giving you the starting point, because if you're a creative like me who designs thumbnails by own, sometimes you need is different layout, different headline to see your thumbnail from a different perspective. And the last main question, would I let AI to design my every thumbnail? Probably not. But would I use when I am stuck or testing a new idea? Absolutely yes. And if you're a creator like me posting consistently, this is one of those tools which can literally save time every week. And that was all about the thumbnail. Now let's get into another new tool which solves another problem. And this problem I think every builder has experienced. Builders have an idea everywhere, but they won't execute. So I got a tool number 2 called Zaro. And I personally don't know about you, but I have an idea scatters everywhere. I scatter some ideas in Gmail, Slack, notes, bookmarks, and sometimes random tabs. I'll come back later. Half of my projects didn't fail because they are bad. They failed because everything is scattered everywhere. And Zaro is trying to solve the exact problem. It pulls all of that information and grabs in a single place and lets you build an actual working app from it. What I found interesting about this tool is that those apps don't just sit there. They stay updated as your connected data changes. So instead of creating another prototype, you'll forget about next week because you are building something that's actually alive. If you are consistently researching, planning, or building side projects, this feels like a much smarter starting point. Now, once you build something, you usually want an AI to use your internet for you, and that's where the next AI tool comes in. Tool number 3 called BrowserAct. One thing I have noticed recently is that AI agents are getting smarter every single day, but the browser is still where they struggle. Real websites aren't clean, buttons move, and multiple pages ask you to log in. Sometimes CAPTCHA appears, and this is the exact problem solved by this tool. BrowserAct uses an AI agent, a browser that's designed for the real internet users. Instead of just reading web pages, they can click buttons, fill up the forms, navigate logged in websites. Basically, it gives AI the ability to interact with multiple websites more like human. And if you are the one who is building AI agents, and this is worth checking out. Now imagine one AI agent isn't enough. What if you had an entire team? Tool 4 called AgentX. Everyone talks about AI agents, but in real business, one person doesn't do everything. You have sales team, support team, operations team, marketing team, and AgentX follows the same idea. Instead of one giant AI, it organizes multiple specialized AI agents into teams that works together. Here, each AI agent has a role, they collaborate, and there is even a framework to evaluate how well they are performing. And literally, it's much more realistic way to think about automation, especially as AI systems become more capable. And finally, this last tool literally made me stop scrolling because it's completely different way of thinking about AI. Tool number 5 called Agent Arena. Imagine if AI agents competed with each other, not in a benchmark, in a real world task. And that's exactly what Agent Arena is building. Here, developers can create AI agents, enter competitions, build reputation, earn a reward, and improve over time. And it's almost like watching AI evolve in the competition. And honestly, we are still very early in this space, but I personally think ideas like this can become much more common over the next few years. And literally, I am very excited to see where it goes. And as those were the 5 AI tools which I tested and reviewed this week, and my personal favorite was Thumbmagic, not because it was the most advanced, but because it's solving the main problem which I personally face every single week, making people click. If you have ever uploaded a video online, you know how important the first impression is. And now I am curious, which tool would you actually use? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are the one who discover or explores new AI tools every week, make sure to follow and subscribe Next Tool Weekly, and I'll see you in upcoming week.